What is up, my people? JaxB.TheRipper here. Today's video is going to be a little different. Yes, it is a makeup tutorial, but usually for you guys that are new here, I do a series called About the Band, or even, you know, but in this case, it's just metal and makeup. So I just don't like using that term because somebody else who's more popular than me has that term, and she's been doing it longer than I have, but some of you guys like calling it that. So anyways, this is on Emmelie. I got her shirt. So yeah, this is going to be on Emmellie's brand. I'm not going to say her last name because I feel like I'm going to butcher it. It's like her word. I don't, yeah, no, I'm not even going to say it. It's okay. Nobody can say my last name either, especially because you have to roll the R in order to say my last name. So it's like, you know, let's just call her Emmelie. She's with the band Sisters of Suffocation, and I like her a lot. I like watching her YouTube videos, so I'm not going to talk about her just because she has a YouTube platform, and you could tell she's private, and whatever she puts out there, that's it. That's all you're gonna get. So why don't we just concentrate more on makeup techniques, since, you know, I am a professional makeup artist and stuff like that. So let's just do that. And I'm gonna be using a bunch of new goodies that I got. And as always, you don't have to have these products. I know I use more like high-end professional and luxury brands. I very rarely use drugstore. To let you know, you don't have to use the same products as me to achieve it. I just don't like using the cheaper stuff because I find that it takes forever to blend and they don't last long. That's just my personal professional opinion, but you know, there's people that can make it work, and good for you, girl or boy. I don't judge here. Let's get into the tutorial, and hopefully you like this. And I get the feeling right now the lighting is not giving it justice to it matching the shirt. It matches more the guitar than the lettering. But anyways, yeah, let's get right to it. Okay, so I already primed my eyelids, and I'm just gonna go in with a different technique, probably one that you guys aren't used to seeing. So I'm taking this Lancome Ombre Hypnose Stilo in Onyx. So it's basically like a shadow crayon or whatever. I'm just gonna kind of like line up where I kind of want it to angle. Basically give the shape of the eye. Don't worry about making it perfect at first, so don't even worry about it, because the eyeshadow you're gonna put on top, this was going to do it, and then a bit cleaning afterwards. So I'm going in with the Natasha Denona Love palette. That is what it's called, Love. And we're gonna go in with Commitment right here. Taking a detail brush, and I'm just blending out that Onyx crayon. I'm just gonna call it Onyx Crayon by Lancome, and I'm just kind of blending that out, the shape that I want. Don't worry about cleaning up just yet, don't worry. And I'm just gonna bring a little bit more up, just like that, not too much. Like I said, don't worry if it's not that perfect. I'm just trying to angle it and trying to get the shape that I want. Called Heartbeat. First I'm gonna pack it like that. It's like you're almost coming to the center, but not really, so basically like the outer third. But then I'm just gonna blend it out like that. Just gonna add a little bit more. So I'm packing it and bringing it all the way up as much as I can. Now I know everybody's eye shape is differently, so maybe you don't want that. Maybe you want the brow bone to be more stand out, and that's fine. You don't have to bring it all the way up like I do. You know, makeup is all about playing around and getting to know your face, and you know, using different techniques, because not everyone's technique is going to work on the same face or anything like that. So I understand. So if you don't, I like to bring it all the way up, just because I feel like my brow bone is too puffy, so I don't want to highlight that, you know what I mean? So anyways, I'm going to go in with the color Heart right here. I'm just taking the other side, the same brush, just the other side, kind of blending it out instead of stamping it in like how I did earlier. And then I'll bring it in the center a little bit right here. So I'm just kind of like going all around, kind of like all around where I put Heartbeat. So instead of going in the center, I'm going like I start from here and just bring whatever left over to the center. So hopefully that makes sense. So pack it on here, blend a little bit, and then bring whatever left over to the center. I forgot to use the transition shade first, which is fine. So we're going to go in with this color Love. Blend out the edges. Soften that up a little bit. We're going to go in with a few colors actually. So this is where it's going to get like a little, it's going to look like a little messy almost. I'm going to start off with Pure Love, and I'm just using my ring finger. You could use a wet brush, however you would like. And I'm going in right here only, like just right here. Because I kind of need to bring like a good blending transition between the next color. That's why. So then I'm going to go in with the color Giving. I'm kind of mixing those two together. So I'm going to put it in the same spot right there. But then I will move a little bit towards. Hopefully you guys can see that. And then, this is going to be a little scary, but I'm going to go in with the color Blind, because I want to add like some silvery tone to it as well to match the guitar strings on the shirt. So then, inner corner right here. Then you could bring this a little bit higher up right there to the crease, that's fine. See? Hopefully you can see that. I can see it, but hopefully you guys can. I'll apply a little bit more, because that's the thing with like cameras. Sometimes you have to apply a little bit more, but then like off camera you're like, wow, that's a lot of makeup. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is go back with that Commitment color, retouch, and you can do the Commitment one after if you want. It's just the fact that if you do it first, it's more forgivable to, you know, first not only can you decide how you want the eye shape, and it makes it easier to blend and put all the colors together. Whereas like if you put it on afterwards, what if like, you know, you put too much, you know, like how when we do gel liners we put too much and we might as well just make it bigger, you know what I mean? So I find this method is a little bit more forgivable. So, and it's a little bit more softer, yes, for those of you that are so used to, because I know in the metal community and the alternative community, we are so used to really like thick-o liners. Thick-o liners don't really suit me that well, so I think that's why I tend to go to these types instead. Okay. So you can actually just leave the eye like that if you want to. If you want to leave it now. I want to have fun. Like I'm just in a glittery mood, which is rare. I'm usually not into glitters. But this is the brand called Fog Color. Hopefully you can see that name right there. I'll leave the link below. I believe they're a California brand. You could use your finger if you want, but the thing is like with this glitter, it's kind of chunky. So I'm afraid it might go like all over the place. So I'm just going to take a flat brush right here. Put it with water or setting spray, whichever you prefer. And I'm going to start off with this color called Barbie Doll. So this is the one. We're going to start off with this one. Hopefully I can get a star chunk because it has like little stars and I love it. Even though I only could like pull out like one. And sometimes it'll fall on the liner. It's like, no, I don't want you on the liner. Oh yes. Do you see that? Do you see the star? Do you see the star? Yes. Oh my god, I got like 4. Now I gotta even that side out. Okay. You are gonna have some glitter fall to your lashes like this. Just yank it out. Get tweezers, whatever. At least this glitter is not that difficult to maintain. So that's a good thing. It is easy to remove. So that's good. That's why I like it. Yes, it's a little bit more work to work with. But it's easy to remove at least. So then we're gonna go in with this. This should have been called Barbie Doll, but it's called Frosty Morning. Look how pink that is. And the other one is more, you know, looks like a frosty morning. I'm going to just go into this one as well, but we're going to concentrate this one more in the center and towards the outer. You'll see what I mean. So I'm going to start it right here. and then go out more outwards like that. You're not going to cover the whole lid, just kind of like you're angling it. Now, a little bit more if you need to, it's fine. Pick up some more. Yeah, just stopping it like that. Get into there, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, you don't need that much of the pink. You'll kind of overdo it if you do. The pink I noticed was a lot more pigmented than the silver ones. And then I'm just combing out the glitter. And I'm just going to do a little bit of cleanup. The thing I like about Natasha Denona palettes is there's not that much fallout. So just get any moisturizer or eye cream. I do not recommend you guys to use makeup remover wipes or any kind of makeup remover at all. Because when you try to put on your foundation, it kind of makes like that whole, you know, separation when you try to put on your foundation or concealer. So I don't recommend that whatsoever. It's better to use like a skin product, hell, even toner if you have to use toner, but any kind of moisturizer or eye cream will do, because like you got to think about it, skincare works for as long as it's a daytime routine, not a nighttime routine, because nighttime is a little bit more heavier, but it adheres more to the makeup because it's skincare. So unlike makeup remover where it removes and you gotta let, you know, wash your face off and everything just to remove that residue. So I'm getting my favorite white eyeliner called Fascinating by MAC. I want my eyes a little bit more wide open for this look. If you want to do black or even a purple, if you have a purple one, that'll be great, or pink one, but I'm doing white. So, and it's also best for this one, if you're using a lighter color, it's best to use white first. So bottom liner first, the bottom shadows I mean. The shadows will get to the waterline, and then, you know, the white will mix in with that, so you're not going to get like the true white color. That taking my Ciroc concealer and just putting it underneath. This is how it looks like, sorry. And I'm using the regular tone. Why not use the highlight one, you said? Because I've been an emotional mess and my eyes have been puffy, so you want to go with a regular color, you know, one that's your skin tone, or even use a corrector underneath if you want, and then highlight afterwards if you want. But I don't want to highlight my emotions if you know what I mean. And then it comes with a little powder right there, so I'm gonna set it, kind of bring some of that translucent powder to the top right here, blend out the edges a little bit more. Now going in with the color Heartbeat, I'm gonna go underneath here. Then I'm gonna go in with Pure Love. I'm gonna only take this one out to the outer corner though, and then meet it halfway. And then go in with Giving. Am I even pointing at it? Right there. The more on the outer corner meets to the center. I feel like I did that one more over exaggerated than the one over here. Hold on, I need to add a little bit more to this side. Sorry. And then I'm going to go in with Commitment. This one we're only going to concentrate on the outer V. So we're not going to really have it come in too in, just like right here, and that's it, okay? So just right there. Make sure this part is married, because I have like a lot of separation right here. And so far with her eyeshadows, I've noticed they don't separate right there. But I always like to make sure anyways they're like connected, the two shadows right here. So that's just what I'm doing. And then I'm taking a very flat brush like that. And I'm not going to use this palette though. I'm going to go in with another one. I'm just going to take any black eyeshadow, and you're really just going to push it into the lash line. That's it. Because I want my lashes in the bottom to really, really stand out. So I'm sorry to say this, but we lost some of our little star family right there. So there's only one on each side. R.I.P. Yeah, if you want to do like glitter like that, you might want to put glitter glue or even eyelash glue. I don't like using eyelash glue because you could see like all the clumped up from the shadows and stuff like that. Whatever, the show must go on. So anyways, I'm just going to go in with a little bit of the color transparent. I don't know if you can see that. Transparent. And I'm just gonna go like a little wash over the brow bone. Give it some highlight. I have to do it like very thinly like that. Like I don't want the whole brow bone to be highlighted because then it looks puffy. So yeah, I don't want that. Why did I exaggerate that? Puffy. Like, okay, stop. Stop. First, we're gonna use this Milk Hydro primer thing, you know, to prime our face because we want our makeup to last as much as we can. This is actually the best primer I have ever used, you guys. And I've used a lot of primers throughout my time, especially when I used to do freelance makeup artistry. I used to always just use Makeup Forever. Makeup Forever is good. Don't get me wrong. Really good. It's just super expensive, and I feel like you get more with this for the same price as the Makeup Forever. No, I think that one was a little bit cheaper than just a little bit, I think. A little bit cheaper than Makeup Forever. And I feel like this one is good for like all skin types, whereas like Makeup Forever, they only did it like for like, okay, here's one for like dry skin, here's one for like oily skin. However, if you're super oily, I do suggest to go for the Makeup Forever matte one because that will suck up your oils like no other. Or the Smashbox one. The Smashbox one's also really good, especially that's cruelty free, and this is cruelty free and vegan. I'm gonna go in with my trusty corrector from Ben Nye. I'm just gonna take the two colors in the bottom, mix them in. What foundation should I use today? You know what? We're gonna use Charlotte. Charlotte, darling. I want to use the Magic Foundation. This is the lightest one they have. It's like beautiful. Thank you, Charlotte, for thinking of the pale princesses, or diamond girls, as I like to call us. So I'm going to use the Urban Decay one just because it's a bit more deeper, and I'm going to put it on those it's like my skin color, but it's not brightening, and touch those up once again. I mean, that's always going to happen, you guys, when you have breakouts, because like the oils are coming through, or the liquid, I know it sounds disgusting, they're just coming through anyways. So, and they know you're trying to cover it up, they're assholes like that, and they just want to fight and break down whatever's on top of it. So that's why they always say it's best not to wear makeup when you're breaking out or anything like that. But I get it, sometimes we need to. So you could only just do your best. Like, no matter what, it's gonna cling. You see how it's clinging right there? You know, it's gonna happen, you know what I mean? So maybe you don't want to put as much as how I did, just try to do less is more, but you know, the show must go on. More. Sometimes foundation will cover it up, and that's fine. We just need to blend it out just a little bit more. If you guys have been here for a while, you guys are probably like, where's your Anastasia one? They're probably like, oh my god, you're not using Anastasia Beverly Hills, for those of you that have been following me for a long time. No, I am not, my people. Charlotte Tilbury has taken over my life. Hold on, her magic wand, what's it called? It's called the contour wand, Hollywood contour wand. This is amazing, freaking amazing. I love it. It does a better job. It blends out better too. Sometimes with the Anastasia one, I feel like I gotta like do a hand workouts. That's why sometimes you'll see me just go in with the brush and then just go in like that. Whereas like this one, I could just draw it on, blend it out with ease, no problem, and that's it. Easier to clean too. Like if you messed up, they're like easier to clean. Whereas like Anastasia, they dry too quick and you have to like work fast. And if you messed up, well, it was like, you know, more foundation, or you know, you have to remove some off. So whereas like this one is like, it's like, if you've done oil painting, you know what I'm talking about. It's like oil painting. It's just very forgivable. And then with these wands, you really need to use it sparingly. Be careful too. There is like a little twisty thing to turn it on and off. You don't, I mean, open or close, I mean. The last thing you want is for this to like be open and it squeezes all over the place. Okay, so for you people that are oily, you could go ahead and powder right now if you want. But I actually, you know, I'm not going anywhere and I'm dry to combination. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply cream first and then a powder. So I'm going in with this multiple. This is by NARS and it's good. It's called G-Spot. So what I like about these is like they could be a highlighter if you're a deeper complexion, or they could just be a blush. Or I wouldn't really use it for lips. Some people use it for a lipstick. I don't like the feeling of it, so I'm just going to go right here. I freaking love blush. I'm so glad that's like what made a comeback in right now, because I was getting really sick and tired of people using bronzers as a contour, using it all wrong, and they look like they had sideburns, and you know, then the highlight trend came in and everyone looked like they had jizz and piss on their, you know, here. I forgot the name for it for a reason. Yeah, so you could leave it like that if you want, and then just put like your powder on top, and that's it. But if you want more blush like I do, so I'm gonna go in with this Orgasm X right here by NARS, and it's the their trio. They had some kind of like, I think, anniversary for the Orgasm blush. So I'm gonna go in with both these colors. So first what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with this one right here, the regular Orgasm. Then I'll put that on top. Oh my god, yes, I love this. I love the combination. That's a beautiful combination. I love it. And a little bit on my nose. They're very fair like me. You won't believe, especially if you get the right blushes, how much of a good color you'll get to you, like a flush. Like, I like blushes and bronzers that make it look like I had an orgasm. Or like the best sex of my life, because Lord knows a lot of us don't get that. So then I'm gonna go in with this one's Orgasm X, but I'm only gonna take like a dab like that, and I'm only gonna concentrate that on the center right here, right there, and then maybe a little bit on the nose. Then to set the contour that I have underneath, then I'm going to take NARS Vallarta. So I'm going to take that one. This is a contour slash bronzer that they have right here. It's just matte, so this is perfect, because if you want to do both, like bronze and contour, you could just use this one. So I'm just showing you guys like how I set the contour underneath. So then obviously I'm going to go right here, and then you'll move it up. If you, okay, like I feel like I put too much right there on this side, so what I do is I go with the leftover foundation or whatever that's on here, and it softens it up, see? Just like that. So yeah, so in case you guys don't like to use cream contours, this is a good, especially if you're fair like me, this is a good, it's like a bronzer and a contour at the same time. So you could just use that a little bit on the side. I don't really do too much extreme to the nose. I don't feel like anybody really needs to do that, to tell you the truth. Just like a little bit, just to give a little dimension, and that's it. And then NARS also has another good bronzer, but this has just a tad bit shimmer and it's a little bit more warmer. So this is also perfect for our skin tones if you're like, you know, a beautiful translucent diamond like I am. Now I'm just going to concentrate that up here. Should really move that fringe of mine, but oh well. And then just kind of combined it like that. And that's how you bronze. You know, it's all about mixing them in and making that perfect ingredients, you know. I kind of want to look like I've been out in the sun a little bit, you know what I mean? So this is how I perfectly do it for fair girls, because we all know as fair girls we can't tan, and it ages you, so why would you want to do that anyways? And I hate self-tanners, and I love my natural skin color. I think everyone should love their natural skin color. When I used to work at Macy's for Clinique, I've had from the darkest people wanting to be like 10 shades lighter, and I had from the lighter, like people light as me, or not even as light as me, they want to be like 10 shades darker. I'm like, girl, stop. Like, no. Let's not try to be like Michael Jackson trying to change our skin color down. This one, the Orgasm 10. And a lot of fair girls, you're probably thinking, I can't pull this one off. It's so yellowy and stuff like that. Like the way I say, as long as you know how to like properly bronze and everything, how to properly do it and what matches good with your skin color and everything, you could do it. So would I go any darker than this? No. But I like this one because it's like, yes, it's gold, but it has like a hint of rosiness to it. So just gonna apply it on here. Then you can see that sheen right there. So you see, it does go well for our skin color. And what I like to do too is I like to do it like this and like this. I don't really like to do the nose or the cupid bows right there because I feel like, no, I just don't like it. I don't like it. And it's not necessary for the shimmery kinds. That's more for like if you're doing like, you know, liquid makeup and like cream makeup and all that. So last step, lips. So you can do a black lip with this. You can. I'm not in the mood for that. And lips are gonna be super easy. You just really need a lip liner. So I am using Stone by MAC, and I will be using on top of that a lip gloss called White Russian by Buxom. And like I like to do large lips, well not large, but you know, just a little bit bigger than my natural lip line. So I always just go above right here, and because I like them rounded. Right here you do kind of like an upside down, you know, like the bottom of a bowl. So that's kind of what you're going to do right here on the Cupid's bow. Well, at first you guys are like, what are you doing? Like, give me a moment. Then with the gloss, and what I'm doing is I'm starting from the bottom so I could blend it into the gloss, into the liner I mean. So I'm softening up the edges is what I'm doing, and blending the edge. And that's it. And what you could do too, because like, you know, always make sure the lips are even, because sometimes you won't believe how one side is more higher than the other. I do that so many times. What you do is you just look into the mirror, and then you could always go in afterwards and just kind of like, you know, whatever needs more dimension, whatever got too over blended. So that is it. Okay, I guess I should do some of those dumb poses, okay? This is the final look, you guys. Hopefully you like this look. Let me know what you think. I am very, very happy with this. I really do like it. Anyways, hopefully Emily likes it. I'm very pleased. Anyways, I'm gonna get going now. Thanks you guys for watching. Y'all make sure to take care of your vaginas and have a bonerific day.